All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. What we're going to be covering here is basically where you are from now, and just kind of going over what everything looks like, what everything should look like on your end, along with what everything is going to look like from your client's perspective when you actually start presenting. Okay, so at this point, you should pretty much have everything set up in eApp like you need it. All right, you're just more or less waiting for your clients to jump in. All right, so um, just so we all kind of hear that and you know what it sounds like, I'm just going to join my own meeting that I have going here in the corner, just so you can hear it. If no one's done that yet, you will in just a second. All right, so let's go here, and there we go. All right, so I'm just going to join it from my iPad, and you'll see what it looks like. We're going to do join. And I'm going to put in 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And then listen. All right. You get that little ding ding. And then if you look right here where it says participants, you'll see that I have myself right here in my waiting room. I can admit them, I can remove them, whatever it is. We're going to just leave my fictional client of myself right there in the waiting room. All right. So let's just recap where we're at though for right now. So the steps you need to go through in order to get here. All right. Number 1, we're going to open eApp and log in. Number 2, we're going to click on Start Presentation and enter in our client's information that we need to get going. All right. Number 3, you're going to go ahead and resize all your windows that you need to work with, meaning like the script window, eApp itself, things like that. Number 4, you're going to go ahead and skip like you click the next button, click the next button in eApp and then skip those first 2 videos. Then number 5 is you're going to close the referral collection box for personal recruits, and click continue on that, food donation prompt. All right. Number 6, when the splash screen comes up with all the no cost benefits, you're going to click continue, and then you're going to skip that video asking for referrals. All right. And then number 7 is you're going to leave your windows open. Leave this window open right here for that referral collection. You're going to leave this open. All right. And make sure that you have everything open that you're going to need to actually present to your client, meaning like your AD&D certificates, AIL Plus, child safe, things along those lines. And then number 8, is you're just going to pull your client in from Zoom and start your presentation. All right. So this is what you should be at right now, where you should be, to actually get everything rolling. So again, you'll notice that like where it is right now, I have my script up in the top corner. This is important because right here, if you look at where my mouse is, right, that's where my camera is, right? So when I'm looking at the screen and I'm reading the script or going through it, it doesn't appear that I'm looking down here to read something. It's pretty obvious. I can take quick little glances just to refresh myself where I'm at. Again, I can't stress the importance enough of how important it is to actually memorize your script. Memorize your script. But if you are using it on the computer, this way you have it as a quick little reference without making it very obvious or looking away from the camera all the time. All right. Second thing is where you actually, when you have your Zoom window open, if you notice I'm right here in the corner, right? Oh, that's all right. I could just move myself over here if I want. So it's a little bit easier to see what I'm looking at. Some people like to just look at the face on the screen. It's a natural thing, even if it's yours. It's directly under my camera right now, so it doesn't really seem like I'm looking at anything else except the camera. All right. So let's go through a little bit about what we want to talk about with actually using Zoom. Now, if I have a client that I've pulled in right now, right? I have them pulled in. Let's just do that for a minute. Let's just see, just so you can kind of see how things change a little bit. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull my iPad in right here. All right. Now it's not going to say anything. I'm going to mute it and all that. But just so you can see how it changes a little bit in terms of what shows up on the screen. And there I am. All right. Now, you notice right here, again, just pointing it out, you notice right here, you see how I have my little microphone and my camera going? Then on this one, I don't have a camera on, but there is no microphone. That's because I didn't join the audio. If you have someone talking to you or that looks like they're talking and they aren't for one reason or another, and it says Nate Zoom 2 is connecting to audio or whoever is connecting to audio, it means they haven't done it. You need to give them some instruction to connect to the actual audio. So let's just do that really quick. Perfect. That's going to be annoying. All right. So we've got that. Now that we have everything open here, you can see what it looks like when you have two people in the actual meeting. All right. Now when I minimize this, there we go. See how I only see myself? All right. If the other video started talking or the other video started saying anything, it would just highlight right here. All right. So let's go over what we're actually going to have when it comes to the instruction of what you're actually going to be using when you're using Zoom. All right. So let's just take a look. We're in our Union script right here. All right. Now, when we scroll down a little bit, we go through what we need to read. We get to a point where we have to share a screen, go over a card or a letter or whatever it is, right? Well, perfect. So let's go over that card for just a minute. Go to the Union card here. Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see it. There it is. So you get the Union card right here. Now, I'm going to pull this back up. When I go to share my screen, no matter what, if it's the first time or the last time, you're always, always, always going to select share computer sound every time. But what I'm going to do right here where it says Union card, I don't want to share the script. Nope, don't need to see that. I don't want to share a whiteboard. Don't need to do that. I don't need to share open folders that I have. No, read what's on the screen, gang. All right, it says Union card example. That's exactly what I want. I'm going to share that one. All right, perfect. So you might notice there is a little green box around this. All right. Now, if you can't figure that one out, that green box, that's there to show you exactly what the person on the other end of the meeting is seeing. That's what they see. All right. And then you can also see right here, since I have my screen shared, I have two tiles, right? One for me and then one for whoever's on the other end. So I can see what's going on the entire time. All right. So I can even move that right under the camera, just like before. All right. So anything that's in this green box is exactly what they are going to see. Exactly. So the way it appears to you is exactly how it's going to appear to them. Let me give you an example. We're looking at the Union mail out here, right? Well, if you notice this Union mail out, I can't read this whole thing because it's cut off. That's exactly how they see it as well. So if I'm going to share my screen and show this to somebody and say like, oh, perfect. Now, do you also remember this letter that you got from your union? And then I show them this, that might work, but they might be like, not sure. Totally makes sense. I can understand that. I might want to just back out a little bit just so they can see it. You remember this? Oh, yeah. Perfect. So that way it's right there. They can see everything that they need to see. All right. But remember that. Whatever way it appears to you, that's exactly how it's going to appear to your client. So don't forget that. All right. Now, if I'm going to share something else, say the union certificate, same exact thing right here. I want to make sure that they can see the entire thing so they can view what I need them to view and point out the parts that are important. All right. Now, at this point, once I'm going through it, I'm going to ask them, you want to keep so-and-so as your beneficiary, who do you want as your contingent beneficiary? It's really, really easy. I can keep this over here. I can keep this over here. I can put things wherever I want because all that they will see is what's highlighted in green. All right. So I can start typing right here, type in whatever I want. I could type this in. I could type something else in. I can just fill out this entire page of referrals and they aren't going to see anything. All right. And just so you can see it to give you perspective, right? Grab this. This is what it looks like to your client. Can't really see much because it's all white. That's because we're looking at the white background on this screen for their AD&D. That's what they're going to see. See if I can shift that a little bit. There it is, right? And then me in the background here. All right. So that's what they're going to see. All right. So at this point, you're ready to go. You have everything shared. You have everything sized up. You can start your presentation and just jump right into it and be excited. All right. Even when you have the window made, the Zoom window made a little bit bigger, you can still just move things around and be like realistic about what you're going to need for space. All right. That's it, gang. Practice this, practice this, practice this. You have to practice it. Muscle memory is key here. The entire point of your first part of the presentation is to get through things and set it up all proper, like, so, you're able to present without thinking too much about like the actual logistics of what you have to do. So practice, 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 practice. All right. Set it 10 times. You should do it 20. See you in the next one.